we got Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith and Kendrick Bourne and Nelson Aguilar. I mean, here we go. And you got Damian Harris and Sony Michel and Rex Burkhead coming back running with Cam Newton at the quarterback spot. This is it, right? Like you see if N'Keal Harry actually can stick. Jacoby Myers, Edelman coming back healthy. Did I just basically name the Patriots 2021 offense? And if so, do you think that this is a possible division winner with the Bills doing what they're doing, or an AFC winner with the Chiefs doing what they're doing, Michael?
Well, I think they obviously have to come together as a team, and they have to. And all these players sound great on paper, but they have to come together and play at a high level. I think what you're going to see is they're going to be in a lot of 12 personnel, one back, two tight ends. And with their running back and the way they ran the football last year, which is the only thing they did well offensively, was run the ball. It's going to be a challenge for defensive coordinators to say, do we play nickel against them in their two tight end sets? And can we match up in nickel with Smith and Henry? Or do we play our base and try to stop their run game, and then they create better matchups with their tight ends against our safeties and linebackers? So that is where they're going. When they were really good, when Gronk and Hernandez were at the top of their game, the Patriots could come out in 12 personnel and dictate what you did, and they could counterpunch whatever you went. You went nickel, they ran the ball. You went base, they threw the ball. And I think that's what we're going to see. But it's all got to come together. Edelman's not healthy yet, so I think that's a long way from him coming back. I think he's got to get himself healthy. Harry's got to prove with the competition that he can endure. James White probably will sign with Tampa Bay if I had my guess. And they've got running backs that I think they're going to add. They could even add to the running back group. So it's a work in progress. But I do think if with an off season and a preseason, a normal preseason, I think they'll be a competitive team.
So last one for you on this, and then we'll move on a little bit to the league writ large. We had Albert Breer on in the first hour of the show, and he basically said, similar to what you're saying, is that the Patriots had to do this. But the reason why they had to do this is because Bill missed on draft picks, and this is him admitting, I didn't hit on the tight ends, I didn't hit on any of these wide receivers, and I have to do this sort of thing. What do you say to that, Michael Lombardi?
Well, I think, the two tight ends they drafted last year, they were third round picks, so we'll see how they develop. They certainly could be the third tight ends in here. Keene's more of a fullback than he is actually a true Y on the line. I do think that, anybody who would say that they've been great in the draft, I think their talent level has dissipated. They've been picking low in the draft as well, and they typically go backwards. But when you look at some of the players that they currently have on their roster, the Sonny Michel was a good draft pick. Isaiah Wynn has to prove he can stay healthy, and he'll be a good draft pick. But I think their talent level needed to get increased. There's no one going to deny that. And this is the way to do it. And because, once again, the market allowed them to do it, there's no competition for players, Rich. It's truly a buyer's market. And because of that, they're getting, you would think you get one tight end, you'd be happy. They got two really good tight ends. So, I think they're taking advantage of the place and the season that they had last year.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.